All right, so we are almost done creating our gradebook. I know that this takes a while if you're watching it, but if you once you learn these skills, it's something you could probably do in 10 minutes, maybe. All right, next thing we need to do is we need to, figure out what is the letter grade. And there's a really nifty trick that we could use, which is called VLOOKUP. And the first thing I want to do is I want to create a lookup table. So basically, I'm going to say, hey, take this value and then look it up in a table, and if it falls between a certain range, assign a certain letter grade. So if the range is from 0 to 60%, and I'm going to make these percentages here, because when you make something a number, then you make it a percentage, it makes them huge. If it's between 0 and 60%, give them an F. Oops, I hit Control F instead of Shift F. If it's between 60 and 70%, give them a D. If it's between 70 and 80%, give them a C. If it's between 80% and 90%, right, 80 to 90, give them a B. And if it's between 90 and 100%, give them an A. So actually, not quite sure if I set that up right. I might need to be adjusting that, but I'm doing this all on purpose as a learning experiment so you can kind of see how to correct errors when you find them. Formulas. So I'm going to use a lookup formula here called VLOOKUP. And what I want to look up brings up the VLOOKUP dialog box and it's asked me what lookup value do you want? And I can see here what lookup value do I want to look up. Is a value to be found in the first column of the table and can be value reference or text string. Well, I want to look up that value. And where's the table? The table's right here. I'm just going to select that and see what happens. And again, I'm going to make this an absolute reference, both those, because I don't want the table to reference to change as I change things. And is the column number from which the matching value should be returned. So I'm going to be returning column 2, right? And it says, hey, that person has an F. So let's go ahead and hit OK. And let's copy that down and see if it worked. So far, so good. And we could just visually check it, right? So yeah, perfect. So I don't need that value. This is the table that I create. So anything between 0 and 60 gets the F. Between 60 and 70 gets the D. Between 70 and 80 gets the C. Between 80 and 90 gets the B. Between 90 and anything else gets an A. So there we go. And what would have happened if somebody had actually, had over 100%? Which there's nobody there, but let's say this person got 10,000 on that one assignment. Now this person has 511% in the class. They still get an A. Kind of funny. That's awesome. All right, so that's how you create a grade book. Assign the letter grades and everything. One last thing, which is really good to show you, which I'm going to add into this list right here, is freeze panes.